Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an NFL Week 3 preview between the St. Louis Rams and the Chicago Bears. Let's look at the Rams offense, and I was very impressed with the balance last week. I was just in awe of how Sam Bradford was throwing the football, finding targets, and making plays via the air. I was very impressed with that, and they have to continue that versus Chicago. I also look at the fact that the explosiveness out of the backfield that you get with Darrell Richardson is evident. So against Chicago, I would attack the edges. Guys like Adonijay in the running game. Attack that guy in the running game. Running off tackle can be a huge success for St. Louis this week. And I would try to out-formation the Bears need to gain an advantage versus that cover 2 defense. You want to flood the zones. You want to widen it out. Different things. So get creative in your formations to out-formation the Chicago Bears. And Amendola in the slot versus the cover 2, I think, can have a huge advantage for St. Louis this week. Now, defensively, coming in, Jenkins can't get caught looking in the backfield. Janoris Jenkins is a very talented corner, rookie corner. He can't get caught looking in the backfield. Otherwise, Cutler has the time, as far as the arm is concerned, to outthrow your misplays in the backfield. And also beat pulling linemen to the offense to the point of attack. The Bears will try to pull a lineman. If the Rams can set the edge and beat those linemen to the point of attack, they can stop Michael Bush in the backfield with the linebackers having free reign to the football. And the linebackers have to stay alert for the screen. I'm willing to bet the Bears will incorporate a lot more screen passes this week to help out the offensive line and help Jay Cutler get rid of the football quickly. And you look at the X factor, it has to be special teams. Without saying, you got to make sure you don't allow Hester to beat you. For the Bears, Cutler has to get rid of the football quickly. Everybody jumped on the offensive line, but Cutler has to get rid of that football quicker. And Mike Tice has to call a better game. If you see your offensive line and quarterback struggling to get rid of the football and picking up blitzes, then don't call deep routes. So everybody had a hand in the disruption last week against Green Bay. So you have to make sure you call a better game, and Cutler has to get rid of that football out of his hands. And the base formation for the Bears, again, understanding personnel, the base formation should be 3 wide receivers, a tight end in the back, offset. I think that can have an advantage. That can help Cutler see the pressure and also gives the Bears the opportunity to put their best playmakers on the football field. Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, Earl Bennett, or Devin Hester, with the tight end who is non-existent, but also Michael Bush in the backfield. I think you got to understand personnel. Defensively, I look for Paella and Melton to have huge games. They got to make sure they own the interior of the defensive line. To stop the run is to stop the Rams' offense. You have to stop the run first. Don't allow them to operate off balance. And I've been impressed with the secondary. Usually it was a sore spot for Chicago, but they have been playing some outstanding football, not just on the corners, but also in the safety position. I think that's where I've been most impressive. And tackling this week is vital. You got to make sure you wrap up versus the Rams' short passing attack. And the X factor has to be Cutler, Tice, and Webb. All 3 guys got to have bounce back games. Now let's look at the personnel breakdown to see where the strengths and liabilities are in each team's personnel. And you look at the quarterback position, both have young quarterbacks that I really like. I think the Rams have the advantage in the backfield now that Forte is out. Receivers obviously go to Chicago. Tight ends, I think, favor the Rams. And everywhere else, I think they're very equal. So this is an even ball game. I like the personnel that they have on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I think they can do exceptionally well in neutralizing what each other wants to do. But I like Chicago to bounce back with the victory. I think Mike Tice will call a better game. You're going to see more screens this week to Michael Bush. You're going to see Devin Hester also sort of get involved in the short passing game, a la the running game as well. So be on the lookout for that. I think Chicago will do a better job of protecting, and all will be harmonious out there in the Windy City.